How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a special day, to say the least. We're going to be joining in with Mr. Shane Blonien from Mann Mortgage, and he's just going to give us a few pointers regarding lending and common questions about lending from a buyer's point of view, as well as what he thinks about general lending processes. So let's start it off with number one, Shane. How's it going, man?
It's going great, Marlon. Yourself?
I'm great. Thank you for asking. One thing is, tell us about yourself. How long have you been in the mortgage business, and where can we contact you?
Yeah, so I'm Shane Blonien. I work at Mann Mortgage at our Henderson location. I've been in lending now for over a year, and I absolutely love it. To me, helping people buy a home is really, really rewarding. Before I was in lending, I did financial advising. So I'm able to put a really unique set of eyes on clients and their situations and really help them make the best decision for themselves and their finances. And you can contact me. My cell phone is 360-270-2024. Call or text me there. Or you can also call my office, 702-850-6777. I'm all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. And you can also email me, shane.blonien@manmortgage.com.
There you go. Especially the TikTok. Follow him on TikTok. Very, very catchy videos. Let's start it off with 3 or 4 or 5 most common questions that most buyers typically ask. What type of loans are there?
So there's quite a few loans for buying a home. The most common are conventional financing, FHA financing, VA financing, and USDA financing. They all offer different. They're all for different circumstances. They all have different benefits. If you can qualify for conventional, great. But if you served in the military and can do a VA loan, that is the king of all loans because it is 0% down.
Awesome. And it's really different from all aspects of the pros and cons. Of course, each client is going to be different. So get as close to which is most beneficial to you as possible as a buyer. Second question would be, what would be the difference between pre-qualified and pre-approved?
So the two terms, they get used interchangeably, but a pre-qualification is more informal, and it's something you do. You just sit down with a lender and you don't provide income documents, you don't pull credit. It's very informal. What you want to do is you want to get pre-approved, because getting pre-approved, it is more thorough, and you get that pre-approval letter, which allows you to make offers on a home. So when we pre-approve somebody, we pull credit and we verify assets and income with bank statements, W-2s, pay stubs. So pre-qualification, it's a great thing for a chit chat with a lender, but you want that pre-approval.
Awesome. Definitely, you're gonna need just call Shane. So yeah, the field guide, dude, no problem. Third question would be, how much should I save for a down payment?
Well, it depends on the loan program that you're pursuing, but the minimum amount you would need for a down payment is 3%. You can do a 3% down conventional loan. If you're doing an FHA loan, you need at least 3.5% down. VA does not require any money down. So the answer is the more the merrier, but at least 3%. And then you also can't forget your closing costs.
Just a little segue. Do the sellers note the down payment and how much it is? I mean, does it make it a strong and more compelling
The sellers, in my experience, they do know, and usually if you're able to front more money and put more money down, it does make your offer stronger. Also lately, with just the competitive nature of the real estate market, the loan type matters too. If you can do a conventional offer, you should absolutely do it. FHA loans right now are it's still a good route to go if that's what you qualify for, but FHA offers are being considered weaker right now.
Understood. But you know, it's the comfort level of to each his own. So um, definitely pick one that's best for you. So about down payment assistance, is there something that was available in only in our state or national, and what would be those types?
Yeah, so in Nevada, we have the Nevada Home is Possible program, which can get your down payment covered for an FHA loan, or so that would be 3.5% down. Or if you qualify for conventional 3% down, we can get your down payment covered through Nevada Home is Possible through that program too. And they have a little bit of higher underwriting requirements. So if somebody does not have that 640 minimum credit score, we do offer an alternate program that is offered nationally. It's called Chenoa Fund, and it's a really neat program. It has a 620 minimum credit score, and there is no income limit on it, meaning you could make $1 million a month and you could still use the program. It's really cool.
That's awesome. And I'm going to be linking the Shinoa as well as the Home is Possible down on the description, so you folks can freely access that information. So, and all right, so this is a little more challenging, but when
Bring it.
when it comes to you made your offer and it's accepted, but the appraisal comes in lower, what happens?
That is a great question, Marlon. So let's say you have agreed to buy the home for $300,000, but your appraisal comes in at $295,000. What we typically do is, as a lender, we will only lend based on that appraised amount.
Mhm.
So you agreed to pay $300,000,
Right.
but we will only lend based on that $295,000 valuation. So you're still doing a 3%, 3% down payment, but you're doing a 3% down payment based on that $295,000. And then to get to that $300,000, you have to come up with an extra $5,000 out of pocket. So a low appraisal, it means it's that as the buyer, more money is coming out of your pocket.
Mhm. And as a realtor, it would be advisable to, depending on the situation, but the difference of 5,000 could be negotiable with the seller and the buyer, and we move forward after that. So nothing is lost, but things got to push forward. We'll see how it is. So what would be the expected closing costs on a typical loan? What kind of things that we should consider?
So yeah, closing costs are usually, you can estimate them to be about 3% of the purchase price. And what closing costs entail are your appraisal, or any origination fees you owe to the lender, transfer taxes, prepaid, in some cases, prepaid mortgage insurance. And then you've also got your title fees, and I'm trying to think what else. Any fees maybe you owe a transaction coordinator fee for the hard work your realtors put in. Those are just a few of actually that's most of the things under the general umbrella of closing costs.
Mhm.
They quickly add up. And some of those fees that the title company charges, you look at it and you think, oh, that's not that much, but then you see it's a whole list of them, and it can add up. But the origination fee, it goes to paying the lender, and sometimes you may even buy down your rate, so you're going to have additional fees for that. Transfer taxes, unfortunately, Uncle Sam's got to get paid too. And I know I said something else in there, but yes, that is the gist of closing costs.
I think yes, in lieu of that, some considerations, and that it's not common, but it can come up about prorations. Am I saying that correctly. Prorations regarding utilities as well as possibly CIC, community interest, HOA basically. Um,
Yes.
so it all adds up, and but at the same time, those are the things that needs to be considered. Um, Good job. We gotta get. We're
Yeah,
we're,
I
we're
got.
hot right now.
Is that all you got for me, Marlon? Because if it is, I got some questions for you.
I got a few more bullets for you.
Okay,
Sorry.
good. Good.
So this is kind of a real estate agent to lender question. Do you guys handle underwriting? Because as a real estate agent, it kind of is important because of time.
Great question. We do have in-house underwriters at Mann Mortgage, and we have a specific set we work with. So we are very familiar with them. We have working relationships with them. And since we have our own underwriters, we also control the underwriting queue, meaning if there's a 911 or a real sense of urgency with the file, we can swap spots with people because the lenders they all work at Mann Mortgage. So that's all the loan officers and all the underwriters work at Mann Mortgage. So we control the queue. It's really great, and it's really, really useful when you need a file underwritten ASAP.
There you go. There you go. Important information right at your fingertips. I think my last question is regarding the general aspect of the market. How are interest rates right now?
Interest rates are still really great. They're not quite at the level they were a year ago, but you can still get a rate in the low threes if you qualify. Keywords, if you qualify.
No, it's possible. It's definitely possible with down payment assistance. It really helps. Add them all up. It's definitely something that possibly a first home buyer can definitely take advantage of. Thanks for all the general information. Go ahead and
Yeah,
yeah,
no problem. So I got some hard hitters for you.
let's
So,
go.
and these are from the perspective of a buyer. So
Okay.
my first question would be, as a home buyer, do I have to offer over list price?
Great question. Do you have to? The answer is no. The answer is no. Basically, I would make an analogy that if you're buying something on eBay um, and the asking price is $100 and they don't really put the reserve net price there. If the reserve net price is like $90 and then you um, offer 89, so you're short a dollar, that doesn't really fit well with the seller. The seller generally takes all the offers and sees which one is the best offer, highest and best for their own opinion and their own satisfaction. Time is important for them, the amount, of course, and also the speed of the either the loan or cash. So those are the main considerations, not just the amount.
Well, that's really good to know,
Yeah.
because obviously not everybody has the money to go over list.
Right.
My next question for you is, as a home buyer, how do I pay my realtor?
So basically, buyers, real estate agents get paid from the seller and not from the buyer. Um, I deal with a lot of mostly buyers clients, and when I talk to them, I make it really clear for them that I'm doing the service for them in the uh, relationship that we're gonna build through towards getting that home for them, and the seller will provide my commission. Um, yeah, they in short, basically, I'm working for free until I get you the perfect home. That'll be perfect for you as a buyer.
That is good to know too. And buyers, you don't technically pay Marlon, but a great way to help him out would be a referral. Maybe send a friend, a family member, send multiple. Even better, the more the merrier.
Thanks. Yes, absolutely true. And they can always hit me up on my social media, Instagram, here on YouTube, and on my other social media apps. Yeah, man, thank you for all that great stuff, all that great information. Definitely, we're gonna link Shane on the description below, and I'm gonna try to edit it with some nice lower thirds here for Shane. Do you have any other questions that you can impart with the audience, or thoughts?
Thoughts? I love the setup here, Marlon. It looks good. And buyers, if you're looking to buy a home, or if you're even thinking about it, give me a call. My information's below, and I won't push you to do anything. We can just talk, and we can decide what's best for you and go from there. And if once we get you pre-qualified, we're gonna send you to Marlon, and he's gonna make sure you are well taken care of.
Thank you. Thanks for that. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Appreciate your time, and don't forget to give that thumbs up, that well-deserved smash, and subscribe. Hit us up on our social medias, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Appreciate it. Have a good day.